to tonight's discussion. Here with me today, I have Rasun, aka Hyper Sensei. Give it up for your boy.
What?
Let's get it. And then got my boy here, King Shad. King Shad is in the building. Give it up for my man one time.
What?
Shad. We got a prince in the building as well.
Damn.
We got kings and princes in the building as well today. Can't be too loud. We got Deshaun here, aka Day Skrilla. Plot me one time. Alright, on to tonight's discussion. The malice in the palace. The real life malice in the palace. The U.S. Capitol has been overstormed today. I don't know if they got it back. I'm pretty sure they got it back right now. If they didn't, that's kind of crazy. But
they got pulled up on.
I think they got it back. America got hit with a right hook tonight. We ain't even know it yet. That's how I feel. They said the man that was in, forgive me for butchering her name, but Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. He was in her office. Took some mail. Got out of there safely. And then took another picture with it. I posted here if you guys can see. That's beyond crazy to me. This man didn't even have a shirt on, went up in there and was in the U.S. building, U.S. Capitol. It's the capital of our nation here now.
Yeah, the Trump hat, you know.
All Trump supporters, like, near and dear, like, not. I didn't even know that. All Trump supporters. So, like, what is this? Like, as a Trump supporter, how do you defend this? You know, even if you want Trump to be your president, you were just speaking so high and mighty of, you know, making America this great equal or this great thing, you know, whatever it was, what y'all talking about, what y'all dream y'all in, but y'all planned on making America this great thing, and once your man's got kicked out, you know, fairly, you know, even though he was trying to, you know, divvy up some points, he's been running a fraud this whole time. So from this whole Trump supporter thing, you can tell these are a lot of fraudulent people that just want hate. I seen a picture of somebody, two people. There was a man laying on the ground on the Capitol building steps, and another one kneed on his neck, pretty much supporting what just happened, pretty much with George Floyd. That's, you know, that's nothing but hate. You're like, that's not even for America, for Trump. You supporting violence at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there was a thing going around. People, everyone knew this was gonna happen. They just didn't know where it was gonna happen. But when I know I was driving through downtown, and a lot of places were boarding up their places again. And this is back when the election was, you know what I'm saying? And I'm asking people, like, why are y'all boarding up? Like, what's going on? You know? They're like, oh, the election's coming up. It's not even the day of the election. It was like that week. And then I'm like, what y'all think is going to be riots? They're like, hell yeah. I had to sit back and think about it, like, why? We know who's. I mean, not to say we knew who was gonna win, but I don't know. I think it was kind of put out there that Biden was gonna win.
It's a favor.
You know, he did get like kind of the most votes in history or something like that. I seen at one point in the election. So I don't know. As far as that, everyone wanted change, and you know, I feel like if we would have got Trump still in office around this time, it would have been a lot worse than that. So I mean, this is the start of 2021.
It's the start of a new era. New age.
The Simpsons predicted a civil war in 2021.
That's pretty much, yeah.
Looks like it's falling in play.
How are you protecting America? By destroying it, by dethroning it. The same rules that Donald Trump got in, sneakily became president, you know, the same rules that he just played by and just won by, that's now it's turned against him. And they said they deactivated his Twitter for a little bit, but I don't know if he was stirring this up. I mean, I guess he has been all his career, but I don't know if there was something recently he had put out declaring something. I don't read up on Trump very often, you know. But every time I do hear off on him, it's nothing good. I'll say that. And this is not something you want your name behind. You was just the president of the United States, and now saying you're disciples.
They were just calling him the worst president too. Right after they went back into the conference, it was like, this.
They don't want Trump. They want what Trump stands for, and that's evil. That's evil. That's guns. That's money. That's drugs. I mean, he ain't really supported too much of drugs, but I mean, like, hey, I bet you they moving some different type of drugs. Some. Oh, your back hurt? Here you go. Oh, now your foot hurt. Oh, here you go. Oh, now your back and your foot hurt, and your elbow numb. I got something for all that too, and you need to take all three of the other ones. And that's considered fair because it was made in the U.S. You know, but let's talk about this because I don't know how long they was in there, but they was in there for a good minute. They was partying. They was having fun.
Basically.
And the question is that everyone's been saying. I mean, everyone's been thinking, and you know what I'm saying. What if those were black people? What if those were Black Lives Matter? You know, shirts instead of Trump flags.
They would have shot us down before they even.
We wouldn't get. I don't think we would have got past the steps.
Sitting in the chair. Bro, if that was a black man sitting in that chair,
headshot.
A black woman in that chair. Look.
Now about the lady that, or go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The lady that got shot, she did die. I have seen video of it. Now from video, it looks like she was climbing on a door or maybe trying to get in somewhere into another part of the building. There was two different sides. There was like a side of protesters and a side of police. And they were kind of midway in a stairway, kind of in a tight space. It was a lot of people. And really, a lot of people didn't even know what was about to go on. You know, one thing I knew, there was the drill team that was there that shot the lady. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were right there to execute her, because for their squad captain or whoever, he made sure all their heads were down. He made sure all his team knew to get down. This was finna be a shot. We finna shoot her. They plan this. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do in training. You know, I've met cops. This is what they do in training. Shot. So all their civilians they could have hit like 3 civilians. I don't even know. They got some good aim. They hit her probably back of the neck or something in the back. It was a flag. It was in a flag in a way, so I couldn't really see too much. But
it was like,
you know, they got AR skull piercing rifles. They're going through. Gone. That's going straight through that chest. But she died.
I don't want to put a conspiracy out there or anything, but it kind of looked like the police too knew that they was gonna shoot, because from the one footage I seen, like, it looked like there's two angles. So if you look at the other angle where you actually see where like right behind her, she's climbing up, and then the police kind of get down, and then she gets shot, and then she falls down, and then they kind of come back up, try to help out and push the people out. So I'm not trying to put that out there, but it kind of looked like they knew that it was a call. They moved right down the stairs, like, or it must have just, I don't know.
Bro, they were so executed when they pulled it off.
Yeah.
Everyone around them, other than the police, did not know what was gonna happen. They let off the shot. She fell down. When they let off the shot, everybody you know what the shot is. You know, wow, got him. Everybody scattered. She hit the floor. A couple people came helping her before they even got there to her. A couple people helped her before they even got to her. Then they started moving them off of her, and then they started getting to her. She was choking on her blood by then. She probably died on scene long before they announced it. I don't want to say. I mean, she, you know, but hey, that's what happened.
Do y'all think, from what y'all seen in the video, the police could have handled that situation less harmful?
Yes.
They always can.
Four. You got four.
I ain't see the video.
You got 4 to 6 armored, strapped police officers. One female trying to climb. It looked like everybody else around them was pretty calm.
Yeah.
Was just stationary to where they were at.
What, like the civilians?
Yeah, the civilians were pretty stationary. They were just kind of
media and
sitting there. You know, it was a lot of noise going on. A lot of people didn't really know what was about to go on right there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of confusion was in the air, it looked like. And then, like, from what it looks like, you know, they were a mere inches from her. You know, they could have just grabbed her.
Damn, was that close?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't them that shot it from the right, I don't think. I think there was like I don't know. It looked like she got shot from like where she was facing. You know what I mean? Like in there. Like somebody was inside where she was trying to climb into.
We can rewatch it.
Yeah, I might have to see that.
But
nobody really knows where the shot came from, no.
The shot came from presumably the
they
cop.
know it was from the cops. It was definitely from the cops.
Yeah.
Now, what's gonna happen to this police officer? Is he going to jail? Is he indicted? What's going on? Is they finna give him a slap on the wrist? That's murder.
They still in the wrong though, cause they ran into some place that was restricted area. That's like in a game, you know, when in any game you play, and you go into some area and it's restricted, red pop up, warning signs pop up.
Yeah.
You know they gonna be ready to attack you if you keep going in.
Yeah.
So she should have known that from.
I mean, you are on federal property, so I guess they do have clearance.
Yeah. But it is always better ways to handle shit instead of shooting
like that.
Just like that. Maybe.
I'm gonna still play some Apex though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Kind of do.
Yeah.
But
I ain't got nothing else to say about the issue.
I just really want to see, like, I don't know what the Trump supporters, I don't know if you feel entitled, man, like, or not. It's a sticky situation, but, I mean, it's kind of like, what else was they supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's kind of what y'all do to all the Black Lives Matter people. You know what I mean? Like, let's say somebody's resisting arrest, and you shoot them. There's many other ways to do that, but she was trying to climb into the chamber where they got sacred files, and that's sacred territory, and don't trespass.
Well, sacred to
that's a little different than a man just
walking
walking down the street.
Permission to kill.
Yeah, that's a little different than a man walking down the street or without a driver's license or anything like that. You're trespassing inside of the
free world.
on U.S.
All I'm
territory.
saying is
that's like
they could have grabbed her. You
could have grabbed her.
You know,
you could have grabbed her. You could have arrested her or any of that. you had all that extra equipment instead of using live rounds.
Y'all were there with me when this happened. I got an encounter with some police that this had happened during the riots earlier last year, and basically there was like a peaceful protest pretty much. I mean, there was a lot of kids kind of throwing stuff and everything around, so the energy was kind of high at what it was. There was a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? There was down the street, everything was going on. Everything was live around this time. The whole city was on fire. And so pretty much there was I remember this pretty easily. There was these two cops, right? I mean there was a lot of them, you know, but there was these two in general. It looked like one was like their ringleader almost. Like they had their own little crew behind them, you know what I'm saying? Their own little posse, and they had one ringleader. He was sitting right up front, like he was kind of playing around with the audience, like about the whole issue, you know what I'm saying? And he was like going against. He was kind of like being real racist, real disrespectful. You know, I started playing with him. You know, I started playing mind games with him. You can't see him because he got his little face mask and they got their old body suits and everything. But they not finna do nothing. Yeah. You know, as long as nothing happened, they not finna do nothing. But as long as nothing happened was the key. You know what I'm saying? Nothing did happen eventually. But the person was doing there. I was playing with him. You know, he noticed me. I started playing with him. I'm recording the whole thing. Like, yeah, what's good? What's up? You and your homie. Yeah, him. Because the dude kept like. They kept talking to each other, like, behind to each other. Like, yeah, this one they kept pointing out. Like, these dudes right here, like, they supposed to serve and protect. These are police officers. Like, these are thugs. These are thugs. He was like, yeah, I'm finna get this one right here. Like, this one mine. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the type of vibe I was getting from it. I got a video to prove it. You know, I don't really got to talk too much based on it. I ain't really get no badge number, no face number, and like that. They made sure to cover all of that up at the time, too. I don't know if y'all noticed, but all the cops and stuff, they were covering all their stuff up. And, like, it was just, that was a real time I was really looking at him. He kept tapping his pocket. You know, like I got one right here waiting for you, you know. And it was just real sad. Like this is in our system right now. You know, that was just one encounter I had with some police. You know, a lot of people kept like throwing stuff and like doing stuff. So I ain't want to be in that situation. I ain't want to be there for them to have that jurisdiction to do it. So I took myself and I left. You know, took the homies. We was out of there. But yeah, nah. Wasn't for me. The system's not for us. It's not built for us.
Never was.
Now the question
never was.
The question that rises is, who do you think, who's gonna be on which side? You know what I mean? Because you know some cops is some people's parents and stuff like that, and some cops is just some downright evil people's parents as well. But like, you know what I mean? Same with the government. They wasn't afraid to shut it down even for the Trump supporters. So like, whose side is really finna win on this?
What's the sides?
I would say,
as a Trump supporter, how do you defend this? Just try to put yourself in the shoes of a Trump supporter trying to defend this. How do you defend this?
I don't even know what's the reason why they even
so we got the Democratic vote pretty much. I'm sure that we got more sense than them. I think I want to say we got like,
I don't know about
we got more people in the House than them. So we take over the House pretty much, and we haven't done that in a decade.
Who was we?
The Democrats.
That's which side is that? Like
blue.
Who is that? Trump or
Trump is red.
So
Trump is
Republican.
Republican.
Two different views.
I'd say,
So I just want to know why they went into the building in the first place? Like, what was their plan? What was they trying to
Because
achieve?
they were trying to abstract the vote for the House of Representatives. I'm pretty sure.
And what would that lead to?
Who knows?
I don't know, because it's already pretty much official, but they're doing a recount supposedly, I think. And then, I don't know, it's already official, but I don't know why they're recounting in the first place. And all the representatives were in there, and
Yeah.
It must be something.
I think they were signing off on something else. My coworker was telling me about people getting a $2,000 stimulus as well.
I feel like it's something way bigger than them just going in trying to switch up some votes and files and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that was a lot of people to do that. Like if it was really like just them going in switching up some files and stuff, I feel like somebody would have already done that low key, like trying to hack into today's stuff.
Yeah.
Which would be more reasonable, I guess. But I feel like they had a way bigger, different plan of going in there and trying to start something.
Yeah.
Trying to start something with that. I feel like it was definitely some inside shit. Look, to be honest.
I see that. I see that too.
What I see is just they just rioting, basically. They just rioting in there. Seem like they don't really. They got into it. I guess they got in there. I don't know if they succeeded in their plan or whatever to do what they were supposed to do. I don't know.
Facts. What was that objective?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
To prove a point?
Yeah.
I guess none of us was
Prove a
really.
point? Hell.
None of us is really like in a Trump like form or nothing. Like neither too, because we don't support man. So like, if they had something going on, we wouldn't even know. Like they probably only accept Trump supporters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like they could have had some intelligence we don't even know about yet.
Yeah. Think about it, bro. Think if like what you just said. Think like if you was in their shoes, just rioting, going up in there, breaking down windows just to fuck with some files. You know, if you was like a Trump supporter and you was with the plan, they had a bigger plan than just doing that. It's obvious they had something way more to do with that.
Yeah.
Like something to stir up the fucking world.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a start though.
That's what they was trying to do.
For
Is
the
they're
year.
starting a fire.
Yeah.
Lit the torch to the war.
Now let's compare this to the riots that started in Minneapolis.
It's not close. Well, we don't know really what their real plan was, but to me it seems like it's not even close to comparable.
Facts.
Because we had reasons that was known to the public for why we was doing what we was doing. We was rioting, raging all through the cities, protesting and stuff. We had reasons for that. That was public. Everybody knew. And with this, you don't know. It just the files, the voting, the votes. I don't see that don't cut it.
Factual.
Doing too much.
Factual. There was a goal. That's the difference. You know. There was, I mean, even if it ended up turning out to be a bunch of people looting, you know, stuff too that ended up with it, that becomes apparent because of the chaos. You know, that rage and that riot, that's what it has to. If it has to come to that, it had to come to that. This did not have to come to this at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was like, if nothing's gonna happen now, then nothing's gonna happen at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how people sat on that, and that's how people like are still sitting on it. You know, but like, you can't just have a riot every day. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would survive.
Though I feel like they just wanted something to riot, like be mad about. You know what I'm saying? Like that you is right. Like you smart comparing that, because comparing the Minneapolis riots and all the other riots that happened, they didn't have no reason to riot, so we're gonna riot because we didn't win. Like, okay, it was a fair count and they're recounting right now, so you're gonna go interrupt them and they're gonna recount right after you're done, like they did.
In the first place, bro, riots should really be the last option. Like, first, you should talk with the people, see if you can come up with some treason or some agreement where everybody is at peace. And if that don't work, figure out ways to find peace. And if that don't work and there's no peace and ain't no justice, then you resort to protesting. Protesting don't work. They don't hear our voices or your voices. Then you gotta let some mayhem, start some violence.
Mm-hmm. Do something. Push up.
For real.
Gotta push up. Nah.
Really for that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Get that money and then buy that whole block that white man owns and give all them jobs to minorities and the youth. You know why the hoods stay hoods? Because they suck all the money out of it and push people in there.
Yeah, they really do be putting guns and gangs together in hoods. Make niggas seclude themselves.
There's so many stores you
Look
can
at
just
Chicago.
like just empty. Just
Chicago. Where are these kids getting these guns from? How would they get these guns?
I remember that bar from Chance the Rapper said it's easier to find a gun in a parking spot in Chicago.
Facts.
Oh shit.
Probably facts.
I could believe that for sure.
Like in Philly too. You see how Philly is like? I've seen videos like Philly like.
I can see that, and we live in Minnesota.
And they got like a dope, like Philly got like a dope thing going on right now, like fentanyl, like crazy. And people are just like, streets dirty, like they don't even clean up on the street, nothing, like nothing, like the city don't do none of it, none at all.
Grind.
We gotta look out for the kids. Future.
I did see somewhere too, a Trump supporter said, he was wearing his whole Klan shit too. He was like, yeah, anytime I hear down on the block, drive down, drop off a couple guns and drugs, and then go back up. And so they definitely doing that, you know what I mean? Where else would these people get these guns from? Nobody's gonna go out their way to go buy a gun. If necessary.
I'm about to now.
It's necessary now.
Stay strapped.
I got a couple coming in the mail. But yeah, get your license, get your strap. If you can't get your license, don't stress it. Just get the strap. You'd rather have it first. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like the law is gonna really matter if it comes down to it. Your life is gonna matter, because the law is not even gonna be running. We're gonna send you to jail when everybody's just breaking down the systems and the police running around and going crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You gotta watch that. I recommend people watch the Foo Fighters Evolution video. That's a good video, because kind of showing what's going on in there now at this point. The revolution part. And then
all this shit been happening. It's just seeing different generations, so it's happening way faster, more frequent.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit, it hits harder now, though. Like back in the day, it was probably easier to go protest something, and well, still, you know, police and stuff gonna be on the street trying to block you off. But I feel like it's I would have to live in that generation to see what was really happening back then. But it's all different generations that evolve differently. Still same shit happening.
History repeating itself.
Yeah.
Hey, some people just feel like they're owed something.
Yeah. Like us, bro, they really owe us everything. That's, damn, I'll get into that later. I'll get into other shit later.
Yeah, but
Like artists, stuff like that.
I'd say, pretty much with this whole experience, we just got to see where it takes us to. Obviously, they're going to be recounting these votes, and I guess somebody saved all the documents or the special documents they needed, so shout out to whoever that was. You know, we appreciate you. I did see that as well. Appreciate all you guys for listening and staying this long with us. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out for you guys tonight.
I just want to say, man, fuck politics, man. Take the T out of politics, what you get. What you get. Police. What is police? What you think about when you hear the word police?
It's to police something, to watch it, to observe it, to
Officer, overseer,
to keep it in string.
I see slave owner.
That's what the original policeman.
I see.
You can say the same about a
I
lot
see
of other
gatekeeper.
things. Yeah. Say exploiters, users. Say all that.
It's like you can go as far as you want to go, but you can't go past where I want you to go.
Solidified. Like different people, like us.
Sometimes it's for your own good. A lot of the times, it's some old 1960, some 1800 bullshit. I think you build laws to stop people from hurting each other, stop people from taking advantage of each other, to preserve nature, to issue an orderly conduct, you know.
It's all factual.
I don't think you try to place laws to hold people down. Terms and conditions.
Laws is principles. I live by
Equality.
Life comes with them terms and conditions. You ain't even signed for it. As soon as you was born, you automatically checked off on it right there. Welcome.